Alright guys, back from my complaint that I made to Town and Country Housing Group regarding the situation with the brambles in my garden that was supposed to have been moved because I'm disabled, so is my wife and child. Now I've got fibromyalgia and ME and I can't physically remove the brambles. And I can't access my garden. I'm paying rent on the property where I can't access my garden. And it's getting to the point now where literally had enough of their BS. They're digging themselves a massive hole. They can't get out of it. Basically, I've made a reasonable request for adjustments to be made under the Equality Act 2010. They're disabled, landlords responsible to carry out the works. There's also the Fitness for Human Habitation Act 2018, which states that the landlord's responsible to remove hazardous objects, including hazardous brambles. There's also the Landlord and Tenants Act, as per section 11, which states that the landlord is responsible to carry out all of the works, not break a agreement and commit an act of vicarious liability, where you have an agreement, which is a contract in law, for them to carry out the works, then they, behind your back, without your knowledge or prior consent, adjust that agreement or scrap the agreement and then give compensation. Because what she did, she said, there's the £750 to do the works yourself. Well, they have to do the works by law. And 750 quid will only cover, because it's a fair bit of land, yeah? It will only cover the strimming and removal of the crap, not digging out the brambles. Now everyone knows that if you don't dig the brambles out, they will grow back. You can spray whatever you like on it, they will grow back. So, she committed an act of vicarious liability. She's broke all three of those acts, because the landlord has to deal with it. So I put a complaint in about how she has lied about what she's going to do, and the fact she's broke the agreement and committed an act of vicarious liability and breached all three of those acts of law, and then come back with a letter stating that the stage 2 complaint was all dealt with over 12 months ago. They can't deal with the complaint anymore. The Ombudsman can't deal with it because it's over 12 months. Well, that's rubbish, because I put a complaint in about how the lady has done what she's done, gone against what the agreement was, yeah? Broke those three acts of law, the vicarious liability, potentially disabledism, because it's like she said, there's 750 quid, you do it you effing self. She didn't care about myself being disabled or my wife or my child. Do you know what I mean? She's like, there's 750 quid, do it yourself. And her attitude stunk. So I put a complaint in about her attitude. They took the complaint down. To get told that if you don't hear anything by about a month, get back in touch. So you get back in touch. No complaint was taken down. The complaint goes through with that person, the call taker, then to then get told the complaint has been removed because it's been dealt with. To put the complaint in yet again, to get told the same thing. Now I've been trying to put this complaint in, and I have a right to complain about the works should have been done and haven't been done before moving into this property, right? I have a right to complain about the outcome being altered and changed, and the woman's lies and the way she treated me and my family. Now, they have said that because it was dealt with in 28th of June 2024 and it's outside the 12-month period, they will not be looking into this complaint. Problem with that, by law they've got to look into the complaint, because the complaint was made. It has not even gone into stage 1 when it should have been. It was a formal, official complaint, yeah? They are supposed to reply to my complaint, which was not just done over the phone, it was done in writing as well. They have not responded back about that complaint. When I called them up today to make it clear I want to speak to the lady who sent me this BS letter out, the person that, the head of the department that deals with the complaints at Town and Country Housing Group, right? I made it clear I'm going to give her until next Friday, midday, to discuss this letter over the phone, a recorded conversation, and if she doesn't, I'll put a complaint in about her. Because I can. And that complaint has to be taken legit and be dealt with. Like the complaint about the lady who was dealing with the garden complaint. And then changes it, so I'll put a complaint in about her, which is a separate complaint. But they're still sending me letters out, which has got the old reference on for the garden complaint. This is a separate bloody complaint. But they try to make it out like it's the same damn complaint. It's not. Right? They're trying to get out of it. Now, by law, they have to deal with that complaint. Because it hasn't even been put into stage 1, yeah? But I've made a formal complaint. They have to deal with it. Now, I'd like to know if anyone else has gone through the same thing as myself and is willing to meet me outside Town and Country on a certain date where I'll have a news cruise there and everyone can tell their story of how many disabled people have been let down by Town and Country Housing Group. I'm going to get as many people there as possible. Now, it's all going to be done legit. There's going to be no aggro, no eggs thrown up the windows, no violence, no smashing windows, nothing like that. It's going to be peaceful. We're all going to be out there on a date which is select if we get enough interest in it and people want to be heard. I'll have the news crews, everything there as well. Because something's got to be done. They can't keep treating disabled people like this. This is a multi-billion organisation, yeah? That's treating disabled people like crap. And if people don't stand up to these people, they're going to keep doing it. So I'd like to know how many other people out there has been mistreated by them and is willing to stand with me in a peaceful protest outside. And news crews will be there to take down your story. Let's be heard. Let's screw these bastards and expose them for what they are. Money grabbing, careless tossers, the lot of them. Because that's all Town and Country are. They take your money and they don't give a toss about their tenants. You think they would, because it's the tenants paying their rent. Now, it's disgusting how they treat people. These multi-billion pound organisations think they can treat people like crap. Nah, not having it. Not treating my son like crap. Not treating me like crap. Or my wife. So, message me, guys. Join me outside Tunbridge Wells, Town and Country, near Monson Road, and let's be heard. Let our voices be heard. Because enough's enough.